Hello guys, this is Prime Concept. We are still looking at our concept of projectile motion. In our first video, the introduction to projectile motion, we established that projectile motion is the motion of an object that follows a parabolic path, and it is a motion under the influence of gravity alone. Now, since we have concluded that projectile motion follows a parabola, a parabolic path, how do we verify this claim? So it means there will be need for us to establish the equation of the trajectory so that we can see if the trajectory is actually a parabola or not. That is what we call equation of trajectory. It's an equation that describes the path followed by a projectile, right? So that is the equation of trajectory. Now, if you recall from equation of motion, I'll be using x and y this time. You have that y, vertical distance covered, y is equal to uy, since I'm dealing with y, uy t minus half gt squared. So this is what we have. Remember, we're talking about our total time, so I can use capital T so that we don't put any confusion. So this is capital T, this is capital T. So if you recall this equation, and we also have equation for our horizontal. This is our vertical component of our motion. For our horizontal, we're going to use x, which is equal to ux times t. If you recall, we got these two equations. So I want to substitute the parameters I know into this. One of the parameters we also derived is that ux is equal to what? Is equal to u cos theta. We also derived that uy is equal to u sine what? Theta. So we're going to do this substitution. So if we substitute, I will get y to be what? U sine theta times t minus half gt squared. Also, if I substitute, I have that x is equal to u cos theta times t. Now see what I'm going to do. I want to make t the subject from this. Let's call this equation 1, call this equation 2. I want to make t the subject from this so that t becomes x divided by u cos theta. So this is now equation 3. So I'm going to put equation 3 into equation 1. Wherever I see t in equation 1, I'll put equation 3. So put equation 3 into 1. So if we do that, I'm going to have y to become what now? U sine theta times, in place of t, I have x into u cos theta. This is what I have. Then minus half, let me manage my space, g times t, which is still x over u cos theta, all what? Squared. So this is what we have. So I can still simplify this by saying that y is equal to, remember, sine over cos is what? Tan. So I can say, of course, u would cancel u. So I'll be left with x, then this. So I can say this is going to be x tan theta, because sine over cos is tan, where u would fizzle out u. Then minus what now? Half into what now? X squared. I can say x squared times, okay, let's do it this way, half g x squared. Should I write it together? Okay, let's write it together instead of saying half. So I would have gx squared all divided by what now? 2 times u squared cos squared theta. So this is what I would have. So you can see that my equation is in terms of y and what? X. So can you see that our x is carrying a power of 2? The highest power of x is what? 2. So and when you have a highest power of x to be 2, it means you're dealing with a quadratic equation, and a quadratic equation is actually the equation of a parabola. So from this equation, it can be established that our projectile follows what kind of path? A parabolic path. And what is the equation of the trajectory? The equation of the trajectory is given by y equals x tan theta minus gx squared over 2u squared cos what? Squared theta. So we've been able to prove this. So I believe this concept is really very clear to you. You have watched this video up to this point. Hit the subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe. Like this video, comment and share with 10 of your friends. Tell them it is prime concept. I'll see you in my next video where I'll be establishing the concept of horizontal projectile motion. Don't miss it. It's very important for you to know. Thank you.